clothes we wear are a statement about who we are. They are the most obvious outward indication of the person we are trying to be. It's no secret that the fashion industry is rife with unethical business practices. We're all very aware that the people making our clothes are often working ridiculous hours and for a very low wage. However, in the aftermath of horrific incidences like the 2013 collapse of the Rana Plaza commercial building, which claimed the lives of over 1,000 people, media attention has turned towards the impact of our clothing choices on those who make them. We went to Kauai in Brunswick, an ethical retailer whose ethos stands against the commercial fast fashion, to ask what it takes to have ethics as sexy as your wardrobe.
We are currently in the Kauai shop in Brunswick. We are a Melbourne-based fashion label. All of our clothes are made in Melbourne, as well as our footwear, and we have a shop in the city as well.
Why did you choose to have all your clothes made in Melbourne?
It was for ethical reasons, sustainable reasons. We wanted to create a wholesome brand, and at the time Christy Barber, the owner and designer of Kauai, had been working at a few other places in Melbourne and done internships and seen how other designers were working with local manufacturers, and then when she branched out on her own, we used the same sort of practices. We don't deal with fast fashion, we're very much slow fashion. We do 2.5 collections a year, so we do spring, summer and then autumn, winter and a little tiny resort, which means that every choice and decision we make is really thought out and carefully considered, because our clothes are in our shops for 6 months as opposed to fast fashion, which you know, they deal with 2-week cycles, and it's about pushing really poor quality garments that are really cheap, made overseas, and just churning them out continuously.
So that idea of slow fashion, I think you called it, has that been taken up by consumers?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a really big following in Melbourne, and we're really supported by our customers who really appreciate the fact that everything's made in Melbourne.
Why do you think that ethical fashion choices is something that's important?
Because there is this massive mask in the fashion industry, and it's really disgusting once you take that away, and all the terrible things that happened in Bangladesh and things like that. I think people weren't really questioning it, why is it so cheap, and that fashion is something that is made by hand. Machines, I mean, we use sewing machines, but someone is behind that sewing machine, and people don't question, how the money doesn't add up, and there's so many parts of clothing. There's fabric and trims and transport and all these different things. So that needs to add up to a significant amount of money we need to be paying good money for our clothes. So I think that would, I can't remember the question, but that's my answer to the question.